Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's Reddity Rose Report. Missed yesterday because there wasn't very much news going on, but here's what yesterday and today, both in one sound for a while. Hey, TNA is currently in negotiation with Universal Studios to add several Impact tapings to the old Impact Zone, and currently being used as a Resident Evil haunted house until November 2nd anyway. And as of yesterday, there's no confirmed deal, but TNA is looking to hold tapings there the week of the 21st, which could cover at least 4 to 6 weeks of episodes. And Vince McMahon decided to put Ryback and Paul Heyman versus CM Punk at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view inside the cell, making it more of a spectacle, by the way. And during the Ryback match on Monday's Raw, Jerry Lawler's line about fans loving the Bill Goldberg chants was fed to him by Vince. So they're kind of teasing stuff, I think. The timing for the Goldberg DVD was no coincidence either, as WWE officials are very interested in getting Goldberg back for a match at WrestleMania 30. So, Bill, if you're listening out there, start working out again. Take some bumps. Topps, by the way, recently released a new line of WWE trading cards based on WWE's list of the greatest champions in history. I don't agree with a lot of this, but this is what they come up with. 10 greatest WWE champions: Cena, Rock, Taker, Punk, Sheamus, Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero, The Miz, JBL. Greatest world heavyweight champions: Undertaker, Triple H, Orton, Batista, Sheamus, Rey Mysterio got in there somehow, Kane, Booker T, and Punk, Daniel Bryan. 10 greatest Intercontinental champions: Orton, again, Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, Christian, Rhodes, Barrett, Ziggler, Regal, Santino, and Ezekiel. I don't know how Ezekiel got in there. He hasn't been, man, wish he'd get back. And greatest tag team champions: DX, Kane, and Bryan Daniels. I keep wanting to call him Bryan Danielson. I don't know why. Daniel Bryan, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, Big Show and Kane, Truth and Kingston, Bourne and Kingston, and Miz and Big Show, DiBiase and Rhodes, Ryder and Hawkins, and Primo and Epico. Alright, noted yesterday via the Wrestling Observer newsletter that knows everything, that WWE officials were confused why Brie Bella wasn't getting over more as babyface. Anyway, her sister Nikki commented on Twitter, says, actually the real reports are exactly the opposite. Everyone needs to remember that social media sites may not, the sites are mainly made up info. No, nothing. She's wrong. Didn't make that up. Alright, yesterday was posted an interview with John Morrison that he did on the Spot Courier. Morrison revealed that in the interview he's been in talks with TNA. Said wrestling is a business, and TNA, like it was a really cool startup company. I've been talking to several people there in the organization. I'm looking forward to hearing back and forth. So got rap going on there. Lesnar says he's interested in, believe it or not, in getting a dual citizenship, moving to Saskatchewan in Canada. Lesnar has been visiting his brother's farm in Saskatchewan on Thursday, and to help with harvest, and spoke with people at the luncheon in that area. Lesnar said he was in the area and wanted to see what the premier had to say. Hey, yesterday, happy birthday to Steve Mongo McMichael, 56 years old, two-time NWA television champion. Yes, he's still around. Baron von Raschke, 73. All right, now we're off to today's news. WWE diva Veronica Lane made her in-ring debut down at NXT on Thursday in Tampa, teaming with Charlotte and Sasha Banks to face Paige, Emma, and Bayley. They worked the same match, I guess, in Daytona, too. And Veronica is doing a beauty pageant gimmick and calling herself Miss NXT. And I guess sort of like one of those deals that what's her name used to do on TNA. And WWE's confirmed Shawn Michaels is going to be appearing Monday on Raw, and there's going to be a contract signing between Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan for Hell in a Cell. Also going to be taking place. Another thing's going to be going on Monday is Triple H addressing Big Show, Rhodes, and Goldust. WWE trainer Billy Gunn, he worked NXT taping in Daytona. He was a special guest referee for the main event, and he turned on Sami Zayn, allowing Bo Dallas to retain the NXT title. All right, NXT champion Tyler Breeze worked last night's event too in Knoxville, Tennessee. He also lost to Justin Gabriel. Breeze cut a heel promo before the match and was met with a bunch of "what" chants from the crowd. I thought it'd be yes, but now still what. All right, as noted before, old Rey Mysterio, his first match back was on Thursday, and baby, in Guadalajara, Mexico, and he teamed with Sin Cara to defeat Alberto Del Rio and Wade Barrett. It was noted by fans in attendance that Ray pretty much carried the match for his team, but you can see he was trying to protect that knee of his. Ray's expected to return to TV probably next week. Tyson Kidd and Hunico, they've been working the current WWE tour down in Mexico also, and Kidd's going over good. And several different reports from fans in attendance have noted how good both men work together, and one fan said that I guess the match was the match of the night. Well, yeah. Blu-ray edition of WWE's pay-per-view matches, the best of 2013, is back on, at least in Europe. Let's see, I guess that's going to be, it's going to be released this year. Well, probably right in time for Christmas. Well, 15-man Extreme Rumble. I'd love to see this. And an appearance by Maurice is being added to Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore 3 event, November 9th in Poughkeepsie, New York. And as noted, Ted DiBiase Jr. and Sr. is also going to be appearing. Other names being announced is Velvet Sky, Angelina Love, Goldust, Matt Hardy, Luke Gallows, Homicide, Eddie Kingston, Reby Sky, Lance Hoyt, Devon Dudley, Sanjay Dutt, and MVP. The card kind of looks like this so far. Funk taking on, and Dreamer taking on Lance Storm and Sean Waltman. Rhino taking on Kevin Steen. Petey Williams versus Tony Nese versus Alex Reynolds. And Lisa Marie Vaughn, and or whatever you want to call her. And Stevie Richards versus Rosita and Carlito. That's the only matches they got listed so far. There's going to be a lot more. All right, word going around TNA that they're going to be taping a number of Impact episodes into mid and late November at the Impact Zone in Orlando, if you live down that way. And depending on the market, previously planned or announced tapings would either be canceled or converted into regular live events. TNA is still working on their final plans for making any kind of official announcement. They have also pulled November 1st tapings that were scheduled for Baltimore, Maryland, and an announcement for people who bought tickets should be coming out soon. Calm down. NXT Women's Champion Paige and Emma is going to be signing autographs at Central Florida International Car Show inside the Orange County Convention Center November 30th from 1 to 3. I'd like to go there too. As seen on last night's SmackDown, Big E Langston turned babyface and came to the aid of Punk. Big E tweeted after the show, he said, "Hey, if you can't beat him, join him. Or bring the ruckus." One of the two. Goldberg retweeted this from a fan that sent him this. He said, "Why does Triple H's DVD promos get shoved down our throats, yet Goldberg DVD promo gets like 2 mentions at the most?" WWE's website reports that Raw General Manager Brad Maddox, believe it or not, has suffered a concussion after he was knocked out by Big Show on last night's SmackDown. WWE's article includes unusual comments from Dr. Sampson, who will be monitoring Maddox, which they should have done that all along, and did not know whether Brad's duties on Raw would be affected. Maybe he'll have a personality after this. WWE's announcement of Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan will have a contract signing for, wow, already told you that. Hey, the Great Muta, which is okay, not great, but anyway, his Wrestling One promotion announced that 2 TNA wrestlers are going to be coming to Japan for the promotion on November 16th in Tokyo. And Austin Aries recently spoke with Comcast about Dixie Carter's recent heel turn. He says, I'm all for it personally. He says, I'm going to usher in a new era of people being honest and open and all that crap. Thursday's episode of Impact Wrestling scored a 0.84 cable rating, up last week from 0.82. And this week's show averaged about 1.10 million viewers, up from previous week of 1.8 million. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.